everybody, and welcome back to Living Raw with Rosie. Today's recipe is going to be this delicious raw healthy lasagna. Yes, I'm making this delicious lasagna actually for a client that I'm food prepping for, but I thought I'd take the time and make a quick video and show you guys how I have improved my lasagna over the years. So stay tuned for that recipe. Okay, we're going to start with a very simple marinara sauce. So I have 2 cups of cherry tomatoes in here. I have almost 2 cups of sun-dried tomatoes here, which I soaked and I strained. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. You could use fresh or powder. 1 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, and about, I would say, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Now, so I'm going to put all this together and I'm going to pulse it in this food processor. Okay, so I have all the ingredients in there. And so I'm just going to keep pulsing until I get it where I want it. Okay. So you see how it's a little thick in there? That's about the kind of chunks I want for my lasagna. And remember, I'm going to strain this as well for the marinara sauce. So I'll be back and I'll show you guys that process. So I just have it in the strainer right now, and under that strainer is let's see, where it's straining into this cup right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start moving it around like this and make sure it starts releasing all that liquid and it strains through. And I'm gonna actually let this sit on the counter for a while I get my other ingredients together, because the longer you let it sit, the more it's gonna strain a lot of that juice. Here is just our mushrooms that have been marinated. So I'm going to show you exactly how I made this mix. So I got some Portobello mushrooms. I diced these up into small pieces, and I seasoned them with Himalayan pink salt, a little cumin, and the juice of a, just keeping it with simple ingredients. So I let this sit in the refrigerator overnight. And I kind of moved it around this morning. You could let it sit on the counter, but I suggest the longer you let it sit, the better, because it starts releasing all the liquid out of the mushrooms. Now I'm going to strain it. Again, I have a strainer. Same thing with the tomato sauce. I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to just periodically just keep probably pressing on it so it could start releasing that liquid. Okay, for the ricotta cheese, really quick, we're going to use 1.5 cups of soaked and drained cashews. So I soaked these overnight, but you could soak them for about 4 hours and that should be good. So about 1.5 cups of those, of the cashews. And then I'm going to use, I think this is a 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast. So go ahead and put that in there. And about 1/2 teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt, but again, you could flavor to your taste. So we're gonna go ahead, and what you're gonna do is also pulse this. You do not want to blend this, you just want to pulse. There we go. There's the ricotta. Little dry pieces of like ricotta cheese. And the fact that it's dry is going to make this lasagna stand and sit really well. So putting this aside, next we're going to make our pesto. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, for our pesto, this you're going to need about 2.5 cups of chopped parsley, Italian parsley. You're going to put that into the food processor. And you're going to use about, I think this is 1/2 cup. Yeah, should be. Let me look under it. Yeah, 1/2 cup, of pine nuts. And we're going to put that in there. So you don't need any type of oils or olive oils and stuff to make pesto. You can make a natural healthy pesto from things that have natural fat that your body recognizes that are healthy for you. And right here I have about a teaspoon of Himalayan pink salt. You could use sea salt, and we're going to go ahead and pulse this also. So you're looking for that pesto consistency that you would have if you were using like olive oil. That's yummy. That is perfect. It's very savory and it's creamy as well. What I'm going to do, because I'm tasting a lot of the parsley, like chunks of parsley, which is not a bad thing for lasagna. It's perfect. But I'm going to go ahead and pulse it about 2 more times. And then I'll be back and we'll start assembling our lasagna. Okay, so before we assemble the lasagna, I just want to show you guys how I made these zucchini noodles for the lasagna. And you see how soft they are. So I'm going to show you what I did to make them like that and soft. The zucchini in half. And I think in the bottom I have yellow squash as well. So I cut it in half and I mandolin both halves till I got these pieces. And what I did when I mandolin that, I did a layer and I sprinkled a little bit of pink Himalaya salt. And then I did another layer, as you can see, the layers below there. And I just let it sit overnight. So I let it sit overnight so the zucchini could get soft like noodles. So you could have that type of consistency, and the salt helps it release a little bit of its liquid and to make it soft and pliable. I want to show you guys really quick also that I've been straining right here the tomato, the marinara sauce that we made, and as you can see, look at all that liquid mix. Oh yeah, this is what I want to let you guys know. There, you see all that liquid. So in the mushroom mix, I actually tasted it, and it's a no salt organic seasoning. So I added that, and it just gave it I think I added almost a tablespoon. It gave it tons of flavor. Lots of good flavor. So you guys could get that, I believe, at Costco. Okay. All right, we're going to start the assembly of our lasagna. And please, don't forget to wash your hands very well. If you know me and you follow me, and you've been following me for a while, you know that I love buying these at the 99-cent store, the dollar store. And I get soap and I like to scrub my hands very well and my nails because I'm going to be assembling this with my hands. This pan is about half the size of a cake pan. So a little bit of this raw lasagna goes a long way because you have a lot of dense ingredients here because we strained the fluid mostly out of them. So we're going to go ahead and layer the bottom like that. Do a cross, like another layer. So our first base for this, of course, is going to be our marinara sauce. And we're going to put that layer down. And you don't have to be very generous with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of wherever you could fit it. Because you're going to need to have enough for all the layers. Okay, so we have that one layer. Now we're going to do our meat. Our mushroom so-called meat. And we're going to spread that all over. So the next one is going to be our ricotta cheese. So this one's kind of like, you can't spread this one. So it's going to kind of be like little chunks and particles everywhere. And you're going to try to spread it out with your hands. Wipe my hands here. So now we're going to start layering it again. Like so. Pieces for like the ends. Like that. Oh, so now I'm going to do the pesto. So I'm going to do a layer of the pesto. And the pesto is easier to spread. Once I have this, now I'm going to go ahead and put the marinara sauce. After this, I'm going to do mushroom, more ricotta, another layer of zucchini, and I'll be back with the finished product. Okay, so here's the finished product, you guys. So I just went ahead and I decorated this with parsley, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put slices of tomato on this one. But just to show you guys really quick the finished product, I actually made a mini one with the leftovers, the way I'm gonna end up decorating that one, and with a little piece of parsley here. So I want to go ahead and show you guys the side. So this is how it looks once it's layered. Just like that, it looks delicious. And the longer this sits in the refrigerator, the stiffer it's gonna get, and it's gonna taste actually better than the first day, believe it or not. And I also wanted to let you guys know that you could do individual sizes like this. Like I said, this one is probably good for 1, 2, 3, and 4 portions for dinner. So you can make 4 small ones like this. So this client that I made this for, she's going to be doing like really hard workouts like the Orange Theory. So this is why I'm making her this as part of her food prep, because instead of eating like a heavy pasta with fats and stuff so she could work out, she's having healthy fats and she's having zucchini instead of the pasta. So she'll be dropping the weight, but she won't be nutrient deficient. She'll get a lot of her minerals and vitamins because she's going to be eating like this. So, like I said, instead of making the big one, you guys could make individual ones like that, and it'll be easier to take to work or to eat instead of cutting the big one up. But I made this individual one because I wanted to taste this for you guys and let you know how it tastes. All right, you guys, here it is. Here is the delicious lasagna. So what I did, before I refrigerated it for a while, before I refrigerated, I did taste a little bit. It was so delicious. And as you could see, it released a lot of liquid right there, which is great. That's what it's gonna do when you do refrigerate it for a while as you're cutting pieces, because our vegetables are rich in liquids, and that's what we need to stay hydrated. But I'm gonna go ahead and taste it for you guys again. It was delicious before it sat in there, and since it's been sitting in there for a while, it just got a little bit stiffer. And I want you to see before I take a taste. I don't know if you can see the glare, those delicious layers. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste this for you guys and let you know how delicious it is. Oh wow, so good, you guys. I'm serious, this tastes a lot better after it sits in the refrigerator. Oh, that is so good. Thank you guys so much for watching and following me. If you do not follow me yet, please hit that subscribe button below and the little bell next to it so you guys can get notifications every time I post a video. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and I will be bringing more great recipes for us to get rid of this holiday weight. Not that we ate so unhealthy, but we did indulge in a lot of stuff. At least I did. And I apologize for taking the time off to spend with my family during the holidays, and I didn't bring you those delicious recipes and desserts, but I will be bringing them to you guys this year. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.